Hi, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for the second half of April 2019 for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Aries. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or at notsomysticaltarot.com if you would like a personal reading. Everything is in the description below. I would just like to say thank you to everyone who has booked readings, subscribed. I appreciate you all very, very much. Now, let's get started. All right, we're going to get just one of these big cards as a focus card for this time period, the second half of April 2019. And we have for Aries, the Magician. Well, that's pretty awesome because this is Aries season. This is your time. The universe is absolutely open and available for you. What a nice card to get. You can see it's like, I always think when I see this, the store is open. All of the elements of the universe are on the table available. And look at, you've got the infinity sign. So they are infinitely available to you. All you have to do is ask. And that is something that I want to be clear about. You do have to ask for the things you want, not just think that they're going to show up, for you. How has everybody been doing during these all these things that we had going on? The Mercury retrograde, everybody tried to get through that, hopefully relatively unscathed. We can definitely hope that was the case. Okay, so we have for you as well this Five of Swords, which is kind of an energy of, I always say this reminds me of like overthinking, getting all worried about something, thinking about it and thinking about it, and really not doing anything. It's a lot of defensive thinking versus proactive thinking. What's that corporate phrase? Want to be proactive, not reactive. But this seems to be like reactive, defensive thinking. So maybe you've just been mulling something over in your mind, but it's not really getting you anywhere. Maybe you're just worrying about something. Like I say, being that it's your season, there's a lot on your plate right now. The universe is open and available to you. Maybe you don't know what to ask for or how to ask for it. That's a whole different subject that we can talk about a little bit later. But let's also take a look at what's next. We have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is all about, let's make an adventure happen. Let's just go do it right now. I'm not worried about the outcome. I'm not worried about the consequence. This feels great right now. Let's go do it. And Aries, you are the Wands. This is your season. This is the time. If there's an adventure that you want to take, if there's a change that you want to make in your life, this is the time to make it. And that Knight energy is all about, it's a younger energy, not like a childlike energy, but more of a young person energy. I always say like that between 20s and 30s, where you've got a lot of like vim and vigor and you're kind of like ready to take the world on. That's the energy of the Knight. So use that to your advantage. And instead of doing that worrying with the Five of Swords, we're going to get some clarification on what that was about. Take that to the Magician. Take that Knight of Wands to the Magician and just ask for what you want. Don't overthink it too much. Just ask for it. Now this is encouraging. You have the Eight of Pentacles. So maybe some of the things that you were working on in your brain have actually kind of stuck, because the Eight of Pentacles is all about things actually coming together and you being able to physically see the difference. And let me see if I can get this close. See that spider in the middle and the beautiful web that spider has created? I always talk about this with this card because this particular depiction just strikes me that the spider's only so big. So it's just like when you're working on something, you can see right in front of you. But if we were to walk through the woods and come up on this, this beautiful spider web that's here right now, you'd be struck by the size and the beauty and the intricacies of it. It's the same thing. Maybe you've been working on yourself. Maybe you're making some plans. It's to the point now where other people can kind of notice what you have going on versus you just thinking you're working and not seeing any result. So this is pretty encouraging. We had some heavy energy there in March, so this is nice to see. Let's get some clarification on this Five of Swords. What were we worrying about? And this makes perfect sense here. We have the King of Pentacles to clarify this Five of Swords that we had. I'll hold it back up just to give you a little reminder. There was your Five of Swords. confused thinking, defensive thinking, worrying, not accomplishing anything. And then you have this King of Pentacles. Well, that makes perfect sense. If you're trying to make changes and you want to get rooted down, maybe you're working on something important for your job or your livelihood. Maybe you're trying to get your finances under control. This is tax time. You could have been worrying. Maybe you were worrying you were going to owe on your taxes or whatever. But it looks like with that King of Pentacles that everything does come out okay in the end. Now, this is interesting. Your Knight of Wands is clarified. Oops, that's slippery. Your Knight of Wands is clarified here by this Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is a time of realizing some wishes and some dreams, some hopes that you might have had. The Nine of Cups is the one, obviously, right before the 10, right? But it's a realization of dreams and wishes and goals. But these aren't so much goals that are like fitness goals or monetary goals. This is like emotional internal work, relationship goals, opening yourself up to new things, trying different things, being excited about relationships, being excited about connection with other people. So maybe that Knight of Wands that you have here being clarified by the Nine of Cups, maybe you're ready for a new relationship. Maybe you're ready when you get with this Eight of Pentacles, all this work that you're doing, maybe you're ready to start your own business, and maybe that really fulfills you and it brings you really close to your dream. Let's get a little bit of clarification on this Eight of Pentacles, just a little bit. See what's this work? What is this work all about? Eight of Pentacles clarifier for our Aries. Sun, moon, or rising. And if this is a general reading, so you might want to watch your moon and rising signs just to get a little more clarification. Because being a general reading, some things resonate and some things don't. This card does not seem to want to let go, so we're gonna use this one. And you have the Six of Pentacles. We're doing this way, clarifying that 8. And the Six of Pentacles, I want to point something out here. See the scales on the left-hand side right there? See those? The Six of Pentacles is about abundance and about balance. And if you look down here, you've got some people that are, there's some teamwork happening here. The yin and the yang, you've got the scales balanced, you have the pentacles, and you can see that this person, they may be working so hard that they don't quite see what's going on around them. If you notice, she's got her head turned to 2 of these pentacles. There's one in her lap that I don't think she even sees. So she sees these 3. So she knows she's making some progress, but she has no idea of the level of balance she's brought to her life, the teamwork and support. Look at the support. These hands are like holding her up. The support that she has. So it really looks like here that you are going to find some success. And this Eight of Pentacles is not going to feel like it's not well-deserved. Because you've done all the work and you've done everything to get you to where you want to be. I wasn't going to use this deck, but I thought maybe I'll just pull one more card for you guys. I got this new little deck. It's really cute. We'll just pull one more card just for the heck of it, just to see if we can get a little, maybe we'll clarify the Magician with this little card. How's that? What do we need to know about this Magician? What else do we need to know? Oops. Okay. They're tiny. The Hierophant. Well, that's pretty interesting. So you've got the Magician here. And I'm going to put this. These cards are little, so I'll put it up really close. You've got the Magician, and then you've got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is all about something that's bigger than ourselves. Something that is, it could be maybe a counselor, a friend, a colleague, a boss, someone that you admire. The Hierophant says with this Magician that maybe you need a little bit of direction. So there's no problem at all and nothing wrong with going to someone that you see as a mentor. Maybe if you feel like you're a little, a little wonky and you want to speak to maybe a counselor, spiritual guide, something along those lines, that is an area for you to explore. If you are having a hard time thinking, what are my goals? If you can't quite outline what you're trying to do, the Hierophant is a great companion to the Magician because it helps you, gives you that little bit of intuition, but that little bit of guidance to kind of point you in the right direction. So if you have a colleague that you are really close to, boss, mentor, aunt, uncle, somebody that is it doesn't have to be older than you, but someone that you truly respect and that you find a common ground with, and someone that you really identify with and trust. Feel free to go to them with some of your goals and plans and see if they can help point you in the right direction. I have had a wonderful time reading for you. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you very soon.